Hello, welcome back to the biggest channel, The Real Talk. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, share, comment, leave a comment, leave a like. And as we try and grow together, because we are building one of the biggest platform where we share real life experiences, learning from them, not necessarily talking about theories, but we are talking about real life, sharing experiences that really touch and give meaning to life. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you're new to this channel, welcome to this channel as we continue learning from each other. Now, today I have an amazing conversation that I want us to have. And before I go any further, allow me to share a story. Now, you know I love stories, right? Story time. Now, today I was doing a medical checkup, rather wellness checkup, in a certain bank in Kenya. And what we normally do basically in a wellness checkup is we come in, we do a presentation, just to, it's more of a health education to the staffs of that particular bank. And this particular time we were talking about non-communicable diseases, and we were basically focusing on hypertension, high blood pressure, and diabetes, that is high blood sugar. And we are talking about what causes it. You're trying to explain how it comes about, how it builds up in the body, the risk factors to acquiring either of them, how the way it shows up, signs and symptoms in the body, and some of the treatment measures that are there, and possible complication if either of them goes untreated. So that's what we basically did. Then after that, we did screening, and this is where we do individually. We see every client individually in a room. We do, just some consultation with them, and if they have a question, they ask. And for the screening, we did a basic blood pressure where you get a machine put on your upper arm, then you get a reading on the machine like less than 2 minutes. Then also whatever we did also was blood sugar screening, where you did a random blood sugar. You get your finger, it's being pricked, then the blood is drawn, put it on a machine, you get a result in less than 30 seconds. That gives you, an overview of how your body is functioning in terms of screening of hypertension and blood sugar. Now, that aside, what really caught my eye during the screening was I met a young man, and he was about 29, 28 years of age. And what really caught my eye specifically was the blood pressure reading. It was quite elevated, and for his age, that kind of figure that we saw on that screen, you can't expect that from a young man. And before I even asked him, are you in any medication, or rather you have any history with that high blood pressure, or do you have, are there triggers to that? And of course, we did, of course, more than two readings for us just to confirm if that was really, just anxiety or something. So he goes straight ahead and tells me he knows why his BP is that elevated. And I ask him, what is the reason? What's the reason? I want to know. So he goes ahead and tells me that what still contributes to this is work-related pressure, work-related stress. That of recent he has been experiencing a lot of burnouts at work. And that time when we were there, it was around 9 a.m. And he tells me he feels already overwhelmed, and he's just barely in the day. So I wanted to understand more. And then he goes ahead and explains this to me. He tells me that he was working a different branch before, a different branch somewhere else before he got transferred to this particular branch that we are in today. So he tells me that he works in a department where they deal with debt collection, something like that. I don't know exactly what the name of that is. You can tell us in the comment section if you're a banker or if you worked in a bank before. There is a department that deals with debts. Either I don't know if it's lending out money or just following up, something like that. But he tells me it's quite so tedious, and sometimes he has to leave the office around 9 p.m. Then he has next morning Maki is supposed to report by 7 a.m. So you can calculate the hours he gets of sleep, and assuming if he goes directly to sleep, and if you can catch sleep as quickly as possible. So this really rang a bell in my mind, and I was thinking, and I went ahead of this guy, and I was thinking, assuming this guy does whatever he's doing for the rest of his life, will he even manage to get to 40 years of age? Because stress is quite a very, very high risk. With elevated BPs, you can understand how what kind of complications you can get with untreated BP. And I'm sure he hasn't even taken a measurement from whatever you told me. He has never sat down to do a checkup. And before I go ahead with this video, I just want to urge you, wherever you are, you should take an initiative to do a simple checkup, a simple health checkup, even a simple blood pressure measurement, a simple blood sugar screening. Just go get checked, because you will never know. It can save you, quite a number of life, and more so people that really trust in you, people who really depend on you, your family, your loved ones. That is for you and for them. So if you have never taken a blood sugar checkup, you have never taken a blood pressure checkup, come on, just take an initiative, walk to any facility that offers this, and get checked up. Back to my point. I put myself in the shoes of this guy. And for me, honestly, I can't survive that kind of pressure. I wouldn't want to be in a place that drains me, and I can't survive there even. I can't even do a month in such a kind of an environment. And I'm not talking about resilience here. It's more of awareness. I was trying and think the possibility of this particular guy. So I mean, this is a person who has been in this career for more than 5 years, and he has built his life around it. So I was trying to see, if I was in such kind of a position, will it be easy for me to step out, or rather get a relief or something? Because one thing you need to understand and really appreciate is that if you are employed somewhere else, if you are employed anywhere, that you can be replaced any particular time. And that one of the realities that I came to understand, that there is no any particular job that you can say you cannot be sacked. So you should come first. So I was trying to imagine this kind of guy. He has built a life around this career, and he has responsibilities. Maybe he has a family he's taking care of. He has maybe a wife. He has maybe a child or something like that. Or just trying to build up his life. So the best thing you can ever to do to yourself and to your family, to your loved ones, is taking care of yourself. And in this particular time, you're talking about taking care of your health. So maybe you are a CEO, you are a banker, you are a teacher, you are a business owner, you are a founder. If you get to a point where you start compromising your health, you start compromising your well-being, then you are putting your life at stake, and the life of people who really depend on you, your loved ones, at stake. So this is the particular point where you're supposed to ask yourself and pause that, this, does this really matter, whatever I'm doing? Because on the hierarchy of the Maslow of needs, is at the very bottom, there is the physiological needs. And here talking about more so life, and this particular thing, health. So if you can't be healthy, then you're reducing your lifespan, and you can die anytime. And there is no replacement for you. You are the only copy that was meant to come and operate on this world. And the amazing thing is, you can easily tell if whatever you're doing is really draining you life. It's really draining you energy. Instead of feeding you life, it's draining you, it's frustrating. And I'm not saying anything is easy. There is nothing that's easy on this world, even entrepreneurship, be it business, be it career. Everything has its own challenges. But the thing is, if you are in a place that is really meant for you, there is a way you find your way around it. There's a way you find a way how you're managing your thing. And that's why you talk about you know doing something that you really love, and building a life around something that you love. That becomes easy because you have that driving force, and there is a way you've been curated so that you are able to manage whatever stress that comes with that particular role that you're supposed to play in that particular place that you are in. So instead of choosing things based on the amount of money that are bringing, the opportunities that are out there, you should at least put yourself first. So for any young man who is out there and you're trying to figure out your way around life, trying to understand which niche you want to build, it becomes easy when you build your life around a place that you really love, a place that you are so passionate about, because there is a way that you've been designed for that particular field, then it becomes easy for you to just find your way around it. There is some kind of grace that comes with it, but you can force yourself in a place, then you can survive. But at the end of the day is when you go home, do you really feel proud of yourself? Are you complaining? Are you frustrated? Because from the way I was speaking to this guy, he's like he seems helpless. And of course, we made sure that he gets the help that he needs, but you don't need to get there at a particular time. Some people, you may even get to the other side of the side effects of such kind of stress before the help that you need gets to you. So let's take care of ourselves. Let's become more intentional of what we are choosing. And for young men, before you make choices, it's time for you to ask the hard questions. Before you choose a field that quote unquote guarantees employment, guarantees opportunities, and before you realize you put your life at stake, you build life around it, then you cannot leave before you get into that place. It's better if you take time and question and ask yourself, where will you best flourish? Where will you best become yourself? Where will you feel more alive before you step in there and already build a career? Of course, nothing is permanent. You can get your way around it, then you start building again. But starting building from a scratch, it takes a toll on you, and it needs a certain higher level of courage for you to even decide that this is enough and I want to start doing something different. So please take care of yourself, to take care of people who love you, and to take care of the ecosystem that really looks up to you. So this is Real Talk, where we share life experiences, and just more than just solo talks. It's more of podcasts. It's more of interviews. It is more of shared experiences in life. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Share these to people that you really care about, and please stay on the channel. We shall see you in the next episode, as we have amazing conversation. We have amazing guests who are coming on this show, and I'm telling you, before you realize it, we'll be ruling and rocking the world. So stay blessed, stay at peace. This is Real Talk, purpose, fulfillment, and legacy. Bye.